So hi there everyone, and welcome to a new series on the channel, REG Racing. My name's Leon, I'm the one looking after you. So we are going to be playing Motorsport Manager. We're going to be creating a team, and we're using a mod called the Fire Mod 2018 2.0. This basically changes it so it's Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3. And we're going to be starting off with a brand new team in Formula 3 called REG Racing. We're going to be based in the UK. Let's have a look. Oh, we'll go that one. I like that one. Red. And we'll go white. That looks quite sharp. Team uniform. Primary colour will be red. Just making sure it's picking the exact same colours. Shot style. We've got that one. Go that one for the hat. And the car livery, so primary colour red. Secondary colour white. Now we have got a choice of different ones. And I'm not even going to go into livery pack, because I mean I don't mind playing with them on a personal basis, but I just don't like them as a racing team. But we also have these extra ones which come as part of the pack. The top ones are kind of like, so likes of these ones at the beginning are, if you put the right colour schemes in, you'd get the Formula 1 racing teams. That's because I think that's the McLaren one. So I'm not going to go for any of those because we're not. We're going to change the tertiary colour, make that black. I actually kind of like that. I'm just changing the colours at the moment to ones I can actually see. Let's try. So some of them just change the colour of the helmet. Actually, I know which one I'm going to go for. I like this one. No, it's not that one. Should we go that one? Why is the two cars, different coloured sides, different? Don't like that. Actually, that's not bad. It's got a mixture of the red, the white, the black. Yeah, we'll go that one. Right, so we've got different options. I'm just going to go. I mean, this one gives you plenty of decent chassis. This one gives you plenty of money and a test track. Well, I'm going to go. Actually, let's go high pressure. Let's go high pressure. Right, so a couple of decisions to be made right at the start of the season. Let's go to messages. Right, targets for the first season. We're going to be optimistic. We're going to go aim for 8th, because that'll give us a decent amount of money. Well, give us some money to start with. So at the moment, our drivers are awful, our designers are awful, our mechanics are awful. and we've got to work out the pit crew. So let's have a look at our drivers. Andre Gomez, Faith Anthony and Jose Domingo. I'm not going to worry about the drivers for this season. They're all on contracts for this year. We'll look at changing them maybe as the season goes on. Because what we'll do is we might try and replace him, and we can then always move him into another crew. Staff wise, I am going to try and change these fairly quickly, but I'll do that off screen. Pit crew as well, the same. We'll get this all balanced out. At the moment, a tyre guy with 1. I'm sure there's better people we can get for our pit crew, improve our pit times. The thing I am going to look at the moment though is this. Our car is shockingly bad. I mean, we're basically last in all sections. Front and rear wings are determined, are fixed parts. So let's have, first I'm going to design a new part. I'm going to design an engine. Reliability. See, that's it. I mean, that one only gives you reliability. That one gives you more speed, less of the red zone, where of course, which means it reduces the time. Well, you got longer before it breaks, but it's also illegal. But this gives me top speed and some extra reliability right from the start. So we'll go with that one. The good thing with this mod as well is it speeds up the times a little bit. So it means we should hopefully have a decent car, but of course it's also going to be the same for all the other teams as well. I'm not expecting our team to do much in the first probably few races. But we just have to do what we can. I am going to do a bit of improved reliability stuff on one of the engines and one of the gearboxes. I'm not going to worry about this at the moment, because again, this just shows how bad they are. It's going to take me 11 days because they've got no staff. Actually, it's even better if I swap out of there. He's just awful. So that's the car being worked on at the moment. HQ wise, we have our test track, which means at least we'll be able to do some decent engine work. So that's good. I'm going to get us the forecasting. And also see, these need certain bits. Level 2, level 2, level 2. Gearbox needs a level 1 telemetry center, which needs a level 2 factory. So what we'll do is, yeah, we're going to go for the factory. I mean, it means we spent a lot of money, but we've still got advertisements to sort out as well once we get some options. So there's a couple of bits. That'll take 20 weeks. First race of the season is Guildford Grand Prix, which looks like it's going to be in wet conditions to practice, which I'm not going to show. Qualifying race. Qualifying will feature in this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it forward. I'm going to try and replace some of these staff. And get the car started sorting out. So join me just before practice and we'll show you what we've done. So before we jump into the first practice session, I want to show you what's happened in the time between. Car wise, you'll see we've now got some sponsors. I'll show you those in a second. We have made some improvements to one of our engines and we've also done a little bit of work to the gearbox. It's not, the gearbox isn't being used this race. It's not quite. It's only up to 57, 65. I'm going to take a risk on one of the engines. Andre Gomez is going to get the best parts to start with. We'll swap them around until we get a fairly good level of parts. But I've got at the moment some new brakes, so I'm just trying to get the car, because at the moment we're awful. We are 10th in every section, so I'm not expecting anything spectacular from this race, but we'll just have to do what we can. HQ wise, you know what we were doing there. Team wise, we have made some new signings to our staff. We've signed Bella Ferrant, Wendy Bates and Anna Walsh to give us some experience at across our staff. Should hopefully, this will help improve the car. These will help make sure we get better work done on the car and also for our drivers. So there, we make that, if we can get them up to the first levels, they'll all be good. Sponsor wise, we've got 5 short-term sponsors. The season is only 8 races. Pifana, Barbados, BT, Estrella and Experian. We've still got 1 space available, so yeah, car's got a bit of sponsorship on it. It's giving us a little bit of money. We are expected to make a loss per race at the moment, so we're just going to try and do what we can. But I said it's only an 8 race season, so I'm going to do practice, because I said there's a lot in and out of the pits just for that while we set up the cars. So join me for qualifying, and let's see if we can surprise a few people. So before we move on to qualifying, I just wanted to show you this. This is the results of the practice round. Our cars were the slowest. We were 3 seconds behind the next lot of cars, and yeah, we've got a lot of work, 5 seconds behind the front cars. So we've got a lot of work to do this season, but we know a lot of that we can sort out fairly quickly with parts and everything. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy job, but let's get to qualifying. Right, so well, we might as well just click what we can, because that's all we have. Car setups, we've got, I think, is it 98% for one, or did we get it up to 99? Oh no, it stayed at 98. We'll just leave them as they are. They're on soft tiles. Right, send them out. Let's get them both out on tracks, try and get 2 runs in. Switch, I'm just going to put them on automatic setups. We'll follow Gomez because he has got the better of our 2 cars. So I mean, with this first run, we're not really going to know how they stand, and I don't think we're going to get our sponsor objective. I think we'll be struggling probably for the back of the grid. I mean, I could sign better drivers, but I'm not going to at this point, because this season I just want to get the cars running the best we can. And one thing I've noticed with qualifying, it doesn't really pay attention to what the other cars are doing. I think we can near enough drive through them in qualifying mode. Of course, he's going to set the fastest part, and there it is, beaten already. Oh, somebody actually was out in the track before us. How can they have already done a lap? Yeah, 1:30. Yeah. We do a 1:30 and Zoo does a 1:26.9. Oh dear. So you can see the differences in the two cars already. There's a second difference really between our two cars. We're actually going to struggle to get out for a second run. Might just get them out. Just be a case of in, change the tyres and get them going again. But yeah, 1:26.5 for the fastest car. Right, we are literally just going to send them straight out again. Fresh set of slicks. Hopefully we can just get, I mean, it's not as if it's going to move us up the grid at all. So our cars are so bad. It's I just don't know where do we focus first. I think, as I said, we've got to focus across the board because everything's so bad. Once we start getting into that top 10, we can then try and get the car moving up in sections. But the gap is just so huge at the moment. We kind of need a big gap between a couple of races to really do some work. Let's see if he can do a better time than he did last time at least. Oh, he's improved his time, both have. Got green in both first sectors. Yep, improved his time in that sector again. And so has Anthony. Yeah. Not particularly great. Anthony, I think, improved his. I don't think Gomez improved his time. Anthony improved his a little. But hopefully our race pace will be a bit better. So Mark Schumacher on pole. It will be an interesting challenge. So yeah, no, sorry, Mick Schumacher, Theodore Racing, 1:26.562. Hans second, Zoo third, Beckman fourth, Schwartzman fifth, Aberdeen sixth. Sponsor wanted us to get 10th. We got 19th and 20th. So work to be done. So that's it for this episode. Join me in the next episode, which will be race day. But if you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you haven't already done so, leave your comments below. Until the next episode, bye bye for now.